Welcome to Musical Armchair Travels, an engaging music-based experience for people living with dementia. Facilitated with music, this activity is a dementia-based program which endeavors to trigger memories that can take people on imaginative journeys, and so, during your armchair travel sessions, music becomes a powerful tool to tease out memorable experiences from the participants in your group. This unique training package includes training DVD, practical session guidelines, and a comprehensive music library. On the DVD, highly qualified and experienced aged care professionals reinforce the use of best practice programs to enhance the quality of life for our elders in care. Now let's meet Colette Bayer. Colette is an activities coordinator and she is the developer of Musical Armchair Travels. Through this presentation, Colette will guide you through the philosophy behind the Musical Armchair Travels program and take you step by step through a complete musical armchair travel session.
Now that we know why we are doing it, let's go a bit deeper into the objectives of armchair travel, as this is a program, a lifestyle program that we have objectives to get to. Well, the first would be the mental stimulation through the music. It's a musical armchair travel. So through the music, which is very important, the music will connect with them and of course will stimulate their memories. And you wouldn't believe how they are so happy to go back to these old times where they will probably tell you about sitting around the piano, and some of them will even play the piano. Well, it is very important to get back to that cultural era, to what they were used to do. And without them knowing at times, while we are dancing and sitting and doing the musical armchair, well, they've also got a bit of exercise, which is very important to keep them fit and healthy without them knowing.
Professor Henry Brodardi is a Sentia Professor of Aging and Mental Health, University of New South Wales. In this presentation he explains what research says about the benefits of music for sufferers of dementia.
And different types of memory are stored in different parts of the brain. So music is much more resistant to decay than, say, verbal memory or visual memory. And so people who have been unable to remember things that happened yesterday or even this morning can remember music quite well, and particularly music that's well embedded, so music from their past. And so we can tap into that. We can tap into their musical memory to reach the person, to stimulate old memories, to stimulate emotions, to often bring them out of a state of apathy when they're just sitting there, not really engaged with anything. There was a very elegant study done, at least a decade ago, which showed that personal preference music was much better than just generic music in reducing agitation levels. So it can reduce agitation, may even reduce aggression, so it can be soothing for the person with dementia, for any of us really. We need to think about educating family carers and professional carers in nursing homes about psychosocial interventions, about non-pharmacological interventions. And this needs to be thought about, not just done automatically. So putting on a videotape, leaving on the television, which is playing music, and thinking that is doing the job. We need to think about what the preferences for the person are. You know, there are certain types of music that some people may feel quite averse to and may increase their agitation. And so that's important.
Dr. Heather Hill is a dementia care consultant. Discover how music can move people outside the limitations of the nursing home environment and influence their social and emotional atmosphere.
Music, I think, is really such a powerful medium. It influences the atmosphere, the social atmosphere and the emotional atmosphere. So it's incredibly powerful. And I think I've used the expression about soundtrack to our lives. And that when you listen to music that has meant something to you, that really reconnects you to yourself as a whole person and the history you've had, the relationships you've had, the things you've done. And for that time, you're able to be that person again. It can take you right out of the limitations of being in a nursing home and allow you to be who you are, a full person, acknowledged and accepted by everyone else around you.
Ruth Wilson is a diversional therapist. Ruth will guide you through the 4 steps of successful documentation. These steps will help you show compliance, evaluate the effectiveness of your Musical Armchair Travels program, and improve your practice. Michael Mildren is a music practitioner. In this presentation, Michael explains why including age-appropriate music in your repertoire of activities is so important. The next section of Musical Armchair Travels is a practical guide for facilitators, designed to take you step by step through the process of planning and delivering your own sessions. From understanding the importance of music, to facilitation, planning, and documentation, this section provides the tools and guidance needed to confidently apply the Musical Armchair Travels method. The final section of Musical Armchair Travels provides a unique collection of musical resources designed to help facilitators confidently bring their journeys to life. Included are 6 carefully planned Musical Armchair Travels sessions, each supported by specially selected music chosen to reflect familiar destinations, treasured memories, and meaningful life experiences from earlier years. Alongside each musical selection are facilitator notes and commentary, helping connect the music to journey narratives, conversation, imagination, and personal travel experiences. These resources not only support the included sessions, but also provide inspiration and musical material for facilitators to create many future Musical Armchair Travels journeys of their own. Music on each CD will provide hours of accompaniment for the Musical Armchair Travels journeys. All tracks have been carefully chosen and arranged to engage but not agitate or disturb participants. The songs are short, and each one will help set the scene for a different musical destination. While the tracks are not designed for sing-alongs, some participants will. The main goal of the music is to evoke fond memories and discussion of travel experiences. Now, let's consider how to use the music. Begin by building your narrative around your knowledge of your participants' life, interests, and travel experiences. From there, choose journey destinations that connect naturally with those memories and experiences. As you guide the journey along, ensure the music you select relates closely to each musical destination you visit. And to make things even easier, the notes provided for each song title will help you match the music to your journey narrative. Behind Musical Armchair Travels is a wonderful team effort. The 4 ladies standing with Graham, Executive Director of Musical Armchair Travels, played a major role in developing and managing the content material for the program. From left to right, Ruth Wilson, Jenny Inchley, Colette Bayer, and Leonie Bell. Each brings extensive experience and professional expertise in their respective fields, contributing valuable knowledge, creativity, and insight to the project. Drawing on their deep understanding of how music can gently tease out long-forgotten memories, these highly experienced aged care professionals helped shape Musical Armchair Travels into a valuable resource for encouraging reminiscence, conversation, and emotional connection for people living with dementia. Musical Armchair Travels was brought to life through the talents and dedication of a remarkable production team working behind the scenes. Recording artist Barry Hall, a former television and radio personality, carefully tailored each musical selection to suit the destinations featured throughout the journeys, often incorporating the national instrument or distinctive musical style of the country being visited, to create a more authentic and immersive experience. Carol Brett, former managing editor of Better Homes and Gardens magazine, played a vital role in refining and blending the diverse contributions of the content team into one seamless and highly professional presentation, elevating the overall quality of the resource to another level. Our camera crew, Ian Scurry and Jeff Kirkland, captured the warmth, spirit, and essence of the program beautifully on film, while graphic designer, Daniela Beeman, created clear illustrations and a simple, professional cover design that perfectly reflects the Musical Armchair Travels brand and purpose. Musical Armchair Travels is much more than an activity program. Through the gentle power of music, memories, and shared experiences, it creates opportunities for connection, conversation, reminiscence, and joy for people living with dementia. Our hope is that these journeys continue to bring comfort, engagement, and meaningful moments to aged care participants for many years to come. Thank you for sharing the journey with us. To learn more about Musical Armchair Travels and our other aged care music resources, please visit our website or contact Graham directly. As part of our final stock clearance, these professionally developed resources are currently available at cost price until June 30th, while stocks last. Thank you once again for your interest in Musical Armchair Travels. To learn more about Musical Armchair Travels and our other aged care music resources, please visit our website or contact Graham directly. As part of our final stock clearance, these professionally developed resources are currently available at cost price until June 30th, while stocks last. Thank you once again for your interest in Musical Armchair Travels.